Waboosh! Back again! Cromulon, next level achieved. Now we're going to prepare your media for minting of your NFT. So, first things first, we're going to go back to Rarible here. We're going to hit create. This takes you to the page where you can start creating your NFT. You can create a single NFT or you can create multiple NFTs. I would recommend that you create multiple NFTs, probably like 10, and then you can price them a little bit cheaper. They'll be a little bit affordable for people, and you'll probably sell more. You could sell, 10 for $50 easier than you could probably sell one for 500. So that's kind of the idea. Again, this is totally up to you. I'm going to go ahead and click on multiple here. And here is the actual page where you start uploading the media for your NFT. So we have an uploaded file max of 100 megabytes. So whatever we are going to put into this NFT as our artistic media needs to be less than 100 megabytes. I'm a musician. I'm kind of making this maybe more geared towards musicians, but any artist can follow this and make sense of it. But if you're gonna put in an MP3, which is the only pure audio form that you can put on this, 100 megabytes for an MP3 is lots of room. That's like over an hour, easily. So if you're putting just a song as your main element, then you're good to go. Pretty much any size. You can just toss that in here. If you are going to be doing an MP4, which is very cool, obviously the cool thing about NFTs is that it's mixed media. So I like to lean into that personally because it's just cool. So if you have like a music video or a section of a live video or something, it's pretty cool to make an NFT out of that as well. And the only thing about that is you still need to be very cognizant of the 100 megabyte limit. And that is a much quicker threshold to reach when you're dealing with MP4s or video files. Of course, depending on the pixel depth, if it's something in 4K, you're talking, 20 or like 15 seconds. 1080p is less. If you do 540p, you could probably get, 4 or 5 minutes. You'll have to experiment with that. I have one promotional video that is 1080p at 2.5 minutes, and that is about 250 megabytes. So if you're rocking 1080p video file size, or video pixel depth size, you're probably about 30 seconds is probably a fair value for that. So we are going to go ahead and prep this NFT. We're going to start. I'll do two. I'll do an MP3 version. I'll do an MP4 version. So I'll throw in an MP3 here. Easy enough. Okay, got my track Swifty loaded up here. Looks like it's all there. Sick. Okay. Now, what we should also do is we should upload a cover element. This will be a visual element. I would highly recommend that you have some sort of visual element in combination with your NFT because it can be shown in virtual worlds, the metaverse, on someone's like home LED screen, and you're gonna definitely want a visual element. If it's just a JPEG of your album cover, great. If you want to go a little bit further and make a GIF, then I would highly recommend making a GIF, which is just like a short 10 or 20 frames of it. It's just like looks like a moving Harry Potter picture if you follow me there. So I am going to start with an MP4 that I have. I'm going to use all stock Mac products here. So if you have a Mac, you should be able to do this with ease. I'm going to open iMovie because iMovie is easy to use. Everyone's got it if you got a Mac. Or you can use whatever. Okay, I have my video file. I'm going to drop it in here to iMovie. I'm going to put it here. It is 24 seconds. I'm going to shorten it because all I really want is this kind of first moment where the Cromulon logo comes in and does that. I want this to be my GIF, and that's it. And it will just kind of reproduce that over and over again, or loop that. I'm going to move it back a little bit. So a little bit more so it doesn't have the camera moving in. Okay, that's fine. I love it. I'm going to export this up here. Export the file. And that all seems fine to me right now. This is going to turn into a GIF, so the high fidelity of this doesn't really matter. NFT test GIF. GIF. Boom. Or GIF. Nobody knows how to actually say that. Save it to the desktop. Okay, so that just got saved. Now I am going to open up Keynote. Keynote is another stock Apple product. It is Apple's version of like PowerPoint. So I'm going to show you how we're going to use this to turn our movie into a GIF. So I'm just going to open up this new project. I'm going to delete these titles. I'm going to go over to document over here, and I'm going to change the size of this card because I want it to match the size of my video. My video is a square video, so I'm going to make this a square card, as they call it, or slide. I am going to take the movie here off my desktop, throw it on this slide right here. I'm going to size it according to this card. There we go. It's centered. Boom. That's going to be my GIF. I'm going to go up here, File, Export to Animated GIF and or GIF. I think let's just keep that, well, we'll try for a little higher resolution. Shit, let's try for extra large and see where we're at. Okay, that is exported, and on our desktop here, I'm going to right click, hit Get Info. We're at 39 megabytes, so we got plenty of wiggle room because we can do up to 100, so we're good to go. We're gonna go back here. We're gonna upload that, and there it is. Now we have this GIF that will play, be the visual element that's moving and aesthetically pleasing. And then we have the actual main attraction content of the music. Cool. So now let's try one where we're actually going to make a video NFT, an MP4. So I jumped back over to my desktop here. I found the video that I want to use. It's this little short clip from a show that we did. First things first, I'm going to right click on it and get info and see how large this file is. It's 41 megabytes, so that's well within our 100 megabyte limit. So I don't need to shorten this. If I needed to shorten this video, I would throw it in iMovie like we already did, and I would shorten it and mess with the pixel depth and everything to get our file down to 100 megabytes. This one already is the right size in terms of megabytes. So I'm going to forego that right now. But what I am going to do, since this is taken in a vertical iPhone dimension, I'm going to make this square. You can make your NFT any dimension that you want. But I like them to be square or square-ish or landscape. But this 16 by 9 is a little bit, it's just not aesthetically how I want this NFT to look. So I'm going to jump back into Keynote right now, and I'm going to resize this. Okay, I've got the file. I'm just going to drop it right in here. I am going to size it correctly because I want it to be square. It doesn't have to be square. I could leave it this dimension if I wanted. That seems good to me. Okay, I am going to export to, this time, movie. Just put these at 0. This is like 30 seconds. So let's see if we can get away with doing a 1080p. Or well, no, it's taken with an iPhone. I don't even think it is 1080p to begin with. So we're just going to leave it at 720 right there. You can obviously experiment with these resolution sizes and check file size. Ideally, you want to get the biggest, the highest quality while keeping it under 100 megabytes. So save it to desktop. Okay, it's saved. We're going to find it on the desktop here. There it is. I'm going to right click, get info. 33 megabytes. Cool. That's legit. So we got plenty of room. Could have had a longer video, or we probably could have done it at 1080p. So when you do this, you want to experiment. Obviously, get the highest fidelity that you possibly can while keeping it under 100 megabytes. For ease of this tutorial, we're just going to go ahead and proceed with that for now. So coming back here to Rarible, I'm going to choose that file, NFT test, open. There it is. So that is the that's the MP4. That is the content. That is the meat and potatoes of this NFT. Fuck yeah. We still want to have a cover photo though. I think this would work to just have this and then have this be the actual video content. I think we probably want to have it more congruent and more aesthetically pleasing. You are an artist after all, so let's go ahead and do that. We are going to turn this movie into a GIF. So we're going to close that. I'm going to come back over here to iMovie. I loaded up this clip already, so we have this clip. I don't need a GIF that's going to be 20 seconds long. I barely need a GIF that's a second long. We'll just do... That's good enough for a GIF. Okay. I'm going to export that. NFT vid GIF test. Fuck it. We'll try it at... Oh, cool. It shows the megabyte there. Let's do best res. Why not? It's under 100 megabytes. We're going to export to desktop. There it is. We need to size it to make it a square again so it's congruent. So we're going to delete the movie that we just had. I'm going to then bring in the shorter version that I just made on iMovie because we want this to become the GIF. Going to resize it to fit. That's going to be the GIF. It's just going to be a little boogie dance jiggy wiggy. Okay. Now we're going to export that to animated GIF and or GIF, whatever you prefer. We're going to do extra large resolution again, 30 frames. Again, we can do 100 megabytes with this, so we can go all out because it's just a GIF. Okay, saving that to desktop. Now we're going to jump back into Rarible. We're going to upload that. Going to upload that. Now we have our GIF. So that's what's going to be the cover sheet. When people see this in the metaverse or whatever, or see it in their wallet, that's what they're initially going to see. And then they can click into the NFT to get the actual content. which is that section from a show. Again, you can have this as long or as short as you want, depending on your file size, and I encourage you to experiment with getting the correct file size for you. This is the most important video other than your wallet, because this is the one where you are actually creating your art. This is what's going to live forever on the Ethereum blockchain. So take your time, do it right, make it aesthetically pleasing, make it dope. Fuck yeah. Okay. Next video, we're going to mint this shit.